Bill, hey, huge fan. I've been living in New York my entire life, and now that I'm working in New York City, all I can say is that I hate people. I agree with you that the population is way too big. There's simply way too many assholes out there. I consider myself a decent person, so I am not all high and mighty, but one thing that is important to me is respect. I commute to New York City every day, and all I can say is that the majority of people are assholes. Nobody has simple manners anymore. Nobody says thank you when you hold the door. Nobody even holds the door. People are obnoxious on the phones in public places, etc. Even out driving, people are dicks. I'm emailing you because I listen to your podcast every Monday, and I hear what kind of advice you give, and I like it because you are being honest. Thank you. I hate the people so much here that I'm considering moving to Florida once I get married and start a life there. I'm 24 years old, have a great job, have a great girl, and I am miserable simply because of other people. My girlfriend hates that I am like this, but I keep telling her there's nothing I can do. I'm just like that. She keeps telling me that if I continue like this, I'll eventually become a bitter person, and she is probably right. Yeah, and you're going to end up losing her, because who the fuck wants to be tied to that? He says, I have gone to Florida many times and love the southern hospitality. People seem just happy all the time, and I want that. My girlfriend's parents bought a house down there recently, and have offered us to live there to try it out, of course, after we get married. I know it would be a big step since I would be leaving behind my family and friends, but I feel like I need to do something this drastic to keep my sanity. The only bad thing I hear about Florida is the job market, but I will soon be a CPA. My girlfriend is finishing her master's in education, so I think as professionals in our field, we should have no problem finding a job. If you were in my position, what would you do? Am I just overreacting? Am I just crazy? Thanks in advance. Fuck. What would I do if I was you? I don't know, dude. I just can see you moving to Florida or going down to Florida and looking through rose-colored glasses thinking it's the shit. And then you're down there and you're in your house and you got your little fucking job or whatever, and then you're going to start hating the people down there with their ponytails and their fucking Miami Vice tank tops. Their criminal records, the meth problem, the alligators, the fucking brutal humidity, the mosquitoes the size of a fucking golf ball. Yeah, I mean, there's some nice places in Florida, and then there's the rest of Florida. It's a different deal, dude. And just being an East Coast guy and coming down from, I don't know. I mean, but you're a young guy. It's one of those things that it's something that is recoverable. You can definitely get out of it. I would be more apt to tell you to go down there if you were single. You know, go down there single, get a fucking flop house to stay in, check it out, see how you like it. But just know that when you leave, you're leaving all that food, you're leaving all that culture, you're leaving all your sports teams. Because you say here, by the way, thank God hockey is back. I can go back to not giving a shit about basketball. Go Islanders, fuck the Rangers. You're going to miss that down there, dude. You're going to have the Lightning, which is actually a great fucking franchise. Great franchise. And you have the Panthers. So, I don't know, man. You just got to... What would I do if I was you? I would learn to figure out why It's actually something I'm learning how to do. So I'm trying not to let people affect me that much. Like, I love living in L.A., and every time I get in my fucking car, it takes me about... Sometimes I don't even get off my street, and I yell at the person in front of me. I just go, "Fuck, go! Just fucking go!" And then I laugh, going like, dude, I can still see my house. I'm already this mad. And I sit there talking to myself, going, they're the worst fucking drivers. Oh, yeah, go slower. Yeah, take all day. There you go. Slower. Slow it down. Yeah, hit the brakes. When they go to make a right turn. These people out here, like that whole... I mean, you said you like the Southern vibe. Like, you know, we're on the front of the beat. If you look at it musically, you got the front of the beat, on the beat, and then laid back on the back of the beat. We, East Coast fucking people, meaning Boston, New York, Philly, We're fucking. When you get to D.C., you start getting a little bit of that sourness, little bit of it sneaking in there. But we're fucking like, we're on your shit. No huddle, fucking full court press. That is our energy. So just know that you're going from that to like, hey, sit down there, man. Have yourself a biscuit. Let me tell you a story. You know, just fucking, you know, arm out the window. I got all fucking day. Just no sense of urgency. Like the Texans on their second to last drive. Dude, I would definitely go down there and check it out before you do and really think about all the stuff that you're leaving behind. And that whole thing that, you know, me and my wife are going to be professionals. The job market should be wide open. When I think of Florida, I think of foreclosed homes. Like those people really got fucked down there. There's a lot of check out the job market before you get down there. Before, I don't know. The only thing you got going for yourself is you're 24, so you can still go for broke at that age. But I don't know. I would learn to like people, be a little more tolerant, because you're going to go down there and eventually, what do they say about Florida? A sunny place for shady people, you know? That's sort of like you're going to run into a lot of people who look like Dog the Bounty Hunter when you're down there. All I'm saying. Unless you go to fucking Miami. Anyways. Hello, Mr. Burr. What is this? Pathetic cheater. I am currently a high school freshman. My dilemma and or issue is my father. Him and my mother are married and have been for the past 6 years. Okay, so it's obviously a second marriage here for somebody. My mom has been divorced, there we go, before with my brother's father. Whew, this is like one of those math problems. If a train is leaving... she married my dad when I was 7, probably. Did you just like dictate this and somebody like typed it out? This is very conversational. She married my dad when I was 7, probably. She stayed with him through a lot of physical fighting, previous cheating, and she still believes he's still a good guy. He's currently unemployed and has been for almost 3 years and claims he's sick of not working, but every time my mom tries to apply him for a job, he gets an attitude. Which I think if you're a male and you're not the provider of your family and are in no rush to be the provider, it makes you a bitch of a man. That's his job, isn't it? So as of recently, being the last 3 years after moving my... What the fuck? So as of recently, being the last 3 years after moving my mom has been the sole source of income. And he's been home every day collecting unemployment of $200. Laying on his ass doing nothing but calling up random hideous women and going behind her back on random dating websites claiming things he wants to do sexually to these random women. Jesus Christ. Sounds like the Dwight Yoakam character in Sling Blade. Get out of my fucking house! Why don't you go home and practice, Randy? I can't stand that I've known and haven't said anything, but I feel would crush my mom. Yeah, that's tough, dude. Who's now reaching 50 and being cheated on twice. Should I tell her? Oh, twice before by other men? Yeah, it's a pattern. She keeps picking the same guy, if that's what you're saying. By the way, he's cheating on my mom in front of me, not physically, but he knows I know and doesn't care. He doesn't interact with me the way a father should. He's worthless in my opinion. Sounds like it. Jeez, this is depressing. What should I do? It tears me apart. I am ashamed to be known as his son. I'm just lucky I have my mother's father to look down to the T. That way I have... Oh. I'm just lucky I have my mother's father's look down to a T. That way I have no physical connection with the douche that is my father. And don't worry, this won't reflect on me and how I'll be when I'm a parent. It only encourages me to do better. Dude, I'm going to tell you that's about all you can do. All right? That's about all you can do, is just learn from this situation. Try not to repeat it. As far as telling your mother or not telling your mother, I don't know. I'm going to give you bad advice here because my first thing is I don't know. I kind of got angry at that dude in the middle of that, and I'm going to try to tell you to say something you shouldn't fucking say. So I don't know how many more years. I'm trying to do the math. What do you got, a couple more years at home? Just fucking ride it out. Get out of that house. Dude, I don't know. These are tough questions this week. I don't fucking know. What do you tell him? If you feel like your mother's going to be able to hear that, take it in, and kick this bum out on his ass. There's plenty of dating sites and that type of shit out there for somebody who is 50, I would think, at this point. There's got to be some over 50, not a bum-ass piece of shit.com, social networking or something. I don't know, dude. That's up to you. I can't read 2 paragraphs of shit that's that deep. That's fucking years of shit. God, I sound dumb. Look, the best thing I got out of that is that you're looking at this stuff objectively saying, I don't want to be that, and I'm not going to be that. Fuck that guy. That's what you should do. Your revenge should be living this awesome life and go out and find yourself a great girl and build the life you want to build. Go after your dreams, make some money. All right? Move your mother into the house at some point. Right? Have a mother-in-law suite above the garage and tell that fucking bum he can go sit on the sidewalk because he's not invited. There you go. Maybe that can be your goal.